Hello Civ fans, Ed Beach here, Creative Director for the Civilization franchise. You may remember me from our first developer update of the year back in March. I'm happy to be back to walk you through our next major update, 1.3.0. The November update continues our strategic balance efforts, this time focusing specifically on sweeping changes to individual civs. Plus, we have a lot of exciting naval-themed updates and additions to share. Let's jump right into the features, starting with the next segment of our strategic balance paths. This month, our balance updates are focused squarely on individual civilizations. Through feedback and testing, we've made changes to a dozen civs. The first civ that's changing is Persia, now renamed Achaemenid Persia to differentiate them from our new Qajar DLC civ. Besides Persia, the others include Aksum, Chola, Egypt, Great Britain, Hawaii, Maya, Mississippian, Prussia, Qing, Songhai, and Spain. We've heard your feedback. The majority of these adjustments are significant buffs aimed at strengthening these fan-favorite civs. We're also introducing more specific bonuses to help each civ lean into a unique playstyle. For example, Egypt will now receive tailored bonuses for building settlements and districts along river tiles, better reflecting their historical reliance on the Nile. And Achaemenid Persia will get far more culture benefits for the Paradisa unique improvement, as well as additional happiness and culture from capturing settlements. These changes ensure your starting position on the map has a much greater impact on your overall strategy. You can check the full patch notes for every detail on all the civs we've adjusted this month. Moving beyond land-based strategies, one of the biggest themes for Update 1.3.0 is all things naval. With the introduction of pirate-themed civs and leaders coming with the Tides of Power collection, we wanted to make naval strategies feel more engaging. We've included a new building, a new unit, and updates to existing naval units and commanders. First, to support your growing Navy, we've introduced the Harbor, a new warehouse building available to all civs. The Harbor is a water building that has a base production yield and gives additional production on fishing boats. Crucially, the Harbor now acts as the new spawn point for all naval units, performing the same function that barracks do for land units. Next, meet the Privateer, a new light naval unit that unlocks in the Exploration Age on the Heraldry Civic. In terms of strength, it sits neatly between the Cog and the Carrack, but its real power comes from its utility and higher speed. The Privateer is the ultimate naval raider, as it can cross the borders of other civs freely, pillage trade routes for quick cash, and even attack the military units of any other civilization, regardless of your diplomatic status. And yes, they get gold for defeating a unit. It's the perfect tool for sneaky economic warfare and general maritime mischief. We know that for a naval update to truly matter, the oceans themselves have to be more interesting. So we've introduced new ocean resources and terrain types, completely reworking how they spawn. You'll now find 3 new water resources, including crabs, turtles, and cowrie, alongside pitch, a new land-based resource that arrives in the Exploration Age and boosts your coastal settlements. We've also updated our resource spawning rules to be more reliable, guaranteeing a minimum number of coastal resources. For terrain, we now have atolls appearing in the deep ocean, acting as movement-stopping terrain to create strategic choke points. We've also added the lotus terrain in lakes and buffed the existing reef features so they can stay competitive with both atolls and lotus. Speaking of the ocean, we've made base ocean tiles now workable in the modern age, plus our Hawaii civ can now work ocean tiles in the Exploration Age, making their coastal starts feel powerful even earlier. The final piece of the naval overhaul is a fresh update to combat. We've done a significant pass to make naval engagements feel more impactful and to clearly define the strengths of your seafaring units. Prior to this update, all naval combat was melee combat, but now we've added range units to the mix as well. We've broken naval units up into two types, light and heavy. Light units are melee and have increased movement, vision, and the ability to set up flanking attacks. Heavy units are our ranged units. These units are slower than light and don't have as much vision. However, heavy units make up for that lack of vision with their strong ranged attacks. Overall, these changes should make conquering the seas a much more strategic and deliberate endeavor. We have a couple of quality of life improvements to share as well. First, we've given the Treasure Fleet UI a much needed refresh. To ensure better clarity, we've added a clear treasure point value to the treasure convoys themselves, giving you an immediate sense of their worth when they arrive home. We also gave the resource icons refreshed art, specifically by removing the distracting color from their backgrounds to reduce visual clutter and help them pop. On the exploration front, we've improved the visibility of discoveries. When a unit with the Auto Explorer ability is selected, tiles containing discoveries will now be highlighted in blue with a white outline. This simple visual cue makes those hard-to-spot tiles much easier to find, whether you're using a starting scout or any other Auto Explorer capable unit. To all our players who've been with us playing the game, providing feedback, creating content, and more, we'd like to offer something to you as a special thank you gift. With 1.3.0, we're introducing a new sea-themed content collection called Tides of Power. This new collection will include 2 new leaders, 4 new civs, and 4 new wonders. And the best part? It's free to claim from the time it goes live until the end of the year across all platforms. The first part of Tides of Power is dropping with the update on November 4th, bringing a brand new leader, Edward Teach, 2 fresh civilizations, Tonga and the Republic of Pirates, and 4 new wonders. The second part, coming in December, will introduce the formidable leader Saida al-Hurra, along with the Ottomans and Iceland. From myself and the entire team at Firaxis, thank you for being a part of the Civilization community. That's a big update, but before I leave, I do have more news to share. Many of you have asked for a roadmap detailing our upcoming releases. We've held off on providing too much detail until we knew that the significant updates we wanted to make had a clear path forward and were sufficiently fleshed out. We've made some good strides here, so I can now share 2 of the biggest things in motion. First, we're testing some dramatic changes to the legacy paths and victories in Civ 7. We want to open up the game and provide many new paths your empire can follow while achieving greatness and competing for victory. Second, and this one's been one of the most requested features from players, we're internally playtesting ways to play as one civ continuously through the ages, allowing you to choose a civilization from any age and guide them throughout your journey through history. This is where we're asking you to come in to help us guide that work. We're launching something new, the Firaxis Feature Workshop. It's our way of opening the door earlier, inviting a small group of community members to get hands-on with features still in development and tell us what's working, what's not, and what's missing so that we can deliver the best possible Civ 7 experience. We'll be coordinating this through our Discord. If you want to apply, check out the link in the description below. As we head into the holidays, you'll notice smaller, less frequent updates while the team shifts into testing and iteration on these bigger changes and preparing for the workshop. We won't be radio silent, but we do want to make sure we're taking the time to get things right. If you haven't joined our Discord server yet, now's a great time. We'll be continuing to listen from all sources, not just the workshop. So please keep sharing your feedback with us. Thanks for your continued support while we work on the next big step for Civ 7, and you'll hear from us again later this year. See you next time, Civ fans, and we hope you enjoy 1.3.0.